Do you know how racism is alive and well in America? Because we have liberals. It's literally that simple. Liberals love racism because it's one of the few talking points that they have that they think people will actually buy into. Kind of like when Drinks on the House Harris was running for president. They love talking about racism, love talking about abortion because they had nothing else. They couldn't run on their record because their record's horrible. You can't run on socialism because it simply doesn't work. What we can do is watch the liberals piss away $1.5 billion on an absolutely disastrous campaign that actually ended up causing the Democrats to lose everything, including all the swing states. And let's be honest, it was your liberal talking points that got it. That's what did it for you. Everybody got tired of your rhetoric, the vitriol you all constantly spewed. Everything was racist. The most important thing in the world was abortion. Really? Because I would think that a lady who's at home that already has 2 kids, I would think the most important thing to her would be able to afford to pay for their place to live and, I don't know, buy some groceries maybe and maybe some gas, as opposed to having an abortion. But not in liberal world. In liberal world, that abortion trumped everything. That was by far the most important thing. Except nobody bought it, except the liberals. Nobody bought the racist bullshit, except the liberals. And I'm going to tell you now, racism is alive and well in America. It is. And who's racist? The liberals. The very people who fight racism are the racist. It's kind of like, let's just pick Pfizer, for instance, or some big, drug company, drug conglomerate. The very people who are fighting cancer are the ones that hope to God you get cancer. Because chances are they've probably got a cure for a lot of the cancers that we're never going to see. Because there's no money in the cure. So once you're cured of cancer, you're not writing out that monthly check to Pfizer or Moderna or whoever. So they want you to be sick. They love it when you're sick. Because when you're sick, they make billions. And that's kind of the same mantra that the liberals run on. They love it when you're angry, when you're miserable. They love it because they know they can gin you up when you're at your worst. And liberals are pretty much usually at their worst. And if you don't believe me that racism is alive and well, and better yet, if you don't believe me that the true racists in America are liberals, well, then let's just watch a little Elie Mystal here. A true through and through liberal, and a black liberal. And let's watch him bash Whitey, the white man, the disgusting white man, for voting for the disgusting Donald Trump. And it's the white man's fault that the world's going down, that America's going down the path that's going down right now is the white man's fault. It's all about the white man. And then let's watch this little video, and then I'll explain to you why Elie Mystal is a racist.
So I don't like the shock and awe version of this, because if you had been paying attention, they wrote it down. They told you exactly what they were going to do and exactly how you were going to do it. And a majority of white people voted for this. This is the disgusting version of America that people want. And oh, by the way, eggs are still more expensive. So you didn't even get that. Great job, white folks. In terms of how we cover it as a media or as a media group, right? We have to stop acting like any of these things have any basis in reality, right? Your earlier segment about birthright citizenship is a perfect example of how you should cover it. There is no question about whether or not birthright citizenship is constitutional. It just is, right? There is no question about whether or not the Civil Rights Act should apply. It just does. And every time the media tries to sane wash Trump, whitewash Trump, explain Trump, defend Trump, what they're doing is muddying the waters on these issues that we have already decided.
So, Eli, racist much? Maybe just a little bit? That the majority of white people voted for. But it seems funny to me that you don't mention the record number of black people who voted for Trump. Or the record number of Latinos that vote for Trump. Are they disgusting racist also? The Latinos and the black people that vote for Trump? Or is it just your blind hatred of white people that makes you single out the white person? Because to me, it sounds like the only racist person is you. Now, I'm not saying the only racist person in America. There's all kinds of racist idiots running around. There's bunches of them. But for you to justify that because we voted for Trump, that we're just a bunch of white, disgusting racists. Because by that analogy, that means all the black people who voted for Kamala are black, disgusting racist. Because that's what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying. Or are you saying it's just whitey that's disgusting and racist? Because actually, that's probably more in line with what you're saying. It's just white man, just the white man, just the white man. Because we're all racist. We're all racist. But it seems funny to me, the only time I ever hear about racism is from a liberal. I never hear it from the conservatives. I hardly ever hear about it on Fox News unless they're talking about how unless they're talking about how a liberal is complaining about racism. But let me tell you, there's not a day goes by I can't turn on MSNBC and CNN and see one of these morons talking about racism, or MSNBC or ABC, NBC, CBS. Case in point, Sunny Hostin. That chick's as racist as the day is long. You want to get your good dose of racism? Just watch The View. You'll get it on there easily. Or you can just watch an idiot like Elie Mystal, this moron, who is the true racist here, who obviously hates white people. But let's talk about the disgusting version of America that we voted for. So to you, Eli, mutilating little boys, pumping them full of hormones and drugs and everything else, putting dresses on them and lipstick, and saying that they're a little girl, to you, that's not disgusting. What is disgusting is telling a little boy, hey, you're a little boy. Go play in the mud. To you, that's disgusting. Check. Got it. So you think it's normal that companies like Adidas make bikinis for men, tuck bikinis. You think that's normal. That's not disgusting. Not disgusting at all. You think it's disgusting that they don't make tuck bikinis for men. Got it. Got it. And how about reading time in libraries from trans people for children? Absolutely normal. Normal. A bunch of dudes wearing dresses and pantyhose and garters and bustiers with hairdos like this, with lipstick on, reading stories to kids. Absolutely normal. Yeah, actually having a kindergarten teacher read to kids, disgusting. Whose idea was that? God forbid these people be normal. They be sane. Well, I got to tell you, Eli, I've seen a lot of disgusting people in my life, but buddy, you take the cake. You are literally one worthless, racist human being. And America would be better without you. Because you're the reason, Eli, you are the root cause reason why the Democrats lost everything. Your vitriol that you constantly spew, your rhetoric, your I hate Whitey. Whitey's disgusting. You are the divider. You're the problem. We're not the problem. You don't believe me? Shit, just go to YouTube. Look at all the videos. Look at the videos of the two white guys that went over to at a Trump rally, went across the street to the liberal protesters, and watch what happens to them. Then watch what happens when they bring a black guy over from Kamala's side over to Trump's side, and watch what happens. Who, by the way, ends up going to the Trump rally? Oh, those mean white racists. Terrible people. Terrible people. Meanwhile, the white guys are on Kamala's side getting spit on, shit thrown at them, all the good things like that. Oh, and let me not forget, the black guy they took over, yeah, he said he was going to end up voting for Trump. He liked what he said better. Just too funny. Absolutely too funny. Racist, Eli, because you're a racist. You're the problem. And your comment about eggs, are you really that stupid? Because I think you are. I think you're really that stupid. So you expect Donald Trump to fix in 8 days what the liberals took 4 years to destroy. Is that really what you're saying, little Eli? Little buddy, is that what you're saying? That Donald Trump should fix everything in 8 days when you all spent 4 years destroying the world, not just America? You think Trump should fix it in 8 days? Or maybe there's just more pressing issues right now, Eli. What do you think, buddy? Huh? How about illegals coming over here and raping and killing our women? Don't you think that's a little more important than the price of eggs, Eli? Oh, no, that's the normal part of America for you. The disgusting part is us stopping it. Got it. I forgot you're a smooth brain. Completely forgot about that one. Or how about, somebody saying, oh, I'm a girl, and then hanging out in women's locker rooms. And how many times do we have cases where they go in there and they rape women? How many? Let me guess, just one. Just one or two, maybe two. Yeah, there's a boatload of them, Eli, from every state, Eli. But to you, that's normal. The disgusting part is us stopping that from happening. Got it. I understand. Or maybe Trump's a little busier shutting down our southern border so we can, stem the flow of fentanyl coming in here and killing our citizens. Maybe he's busy doing that than he is to lower the price of eggs. Eli, racist. What do you think, buddy? Huh? What do you think? And your thing about the 14th Amendment, yeah, I think that's a flaw. And I think that amendment was written for a different time and a different place, not when we're being invaded by people who should not be here. I do think we need to adjust the 14th Amendment. Just because you're 8 months pregnant on the other side of the border, if you come over here illegally and have that children, then everybody gets citizenship. I 100% disagree with that completely. The 14th Amendment needs to be changed, and I will stand by that for the rest of my life. Now, if you come over here on work visas, you and your husband, and you're here legally and you have a kid, different story. Absolutely different story. Or if you're over here on vacation, let's just say you're over here on vacation and you meet, I don't know, a white guy, God forbid, and y'all, have sex, and the girl ends up getting pregnant, and then she comes back here nine months later to meet her boyfriend who she hopes to marry, and the baby gets born here, she gets citizenship. I'm cool with that. But sneaking across our southern border, knowing if you have that child over here that gives citizenship to everybody, yeah, Eli, what part of that do you not think is wrong? Because I think all of that is wrong. Actually, I think everything you talk about is wrong. I think you're a complete moron, Eli. I don't think you know what you're talking about. I think you're a race baiter. I think you hate white people, and deep down inside, I think you hate America. And to me, the disgusting person here is you. You're the disgusting one, all right? Voting for Donald Trump voted back in sanity, us being normal. Just because we don't want little boys thinking they're little girls, that makes us the weird ones? Because we don't think, we think strength through peace or peace through strength instead of going to war everywhere. That makes us the weird ones. This is the damnedest thing I've ever seen. And I would normally say I can't believe MSNBC put this guy on the air, but it is MSNBC. And it just amazes me. And like I said, they've learned nothing since November 5. And I hope MSNBC keeps walking down this road, as does CNN and as does all the liberals. And I hope they keep having racist Elie Mystal on their channel, because all this is going to do is make sure that in 2028, it's a cakewalk for J.D. Vance, because they've learned nothing. They spent 2 weeks after November 5. Maybe we screwed up. Maybe we took our pulse off of America. We lost the middle class. Maybe they were talking and we just weren't listening. That lasted for about 2 weeks. Then they went right back down the same line they go, the same road, treading the same water in the same damn lake. These people have been blue-pilled so hard, they simply cannot adjust their line of thinking. They are the Borg. The DNC is the collective. That's how this works. They had 2 weeks of where sanity tried to creak in on them, and after about 2 weeks, bam! That door got slammed, and here they go again. White man's racist. White people voted for Trump are disgusting. Now America's disgusting because we voted for Donald Trump. Well, I'm going to tell you, Eli. I'm going to tell you right now, Elie Mystal. If you don't like it, please move. Go to Canada. They'd love to have you over there. Go to France. They would love to have you, because we don't need you here. Because here's the deal. Get on board or get out. It's that simple. America first. I will never change my mind from that. America first. We cannot save anybody until we save ourselves. And after the last 4 years and the disaster of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, there's a lot of saving to be done, Cupcake. Little buddy. Little man. We got a lot of work ahead of us. And somehow I think, I don't know. Maybe I'm being naive. Maybe I'm the idiot. But just maybe there are things a hell of a lot more serious right now than the price of eggs.